Hello, welcome everybody to my channel. Today, I want to talk about how I analyze and trade Banknifty. Uh, at no point am I suggesting that this is the right way or this is the only way. This is just my way, and hopefully, uh, someone can derive something out of it. Right? So, I always start my analysis of Banknifty from a weekly chart. So, this is the weekly chart of Banknifty. Okay, so going into last week, or let's understand the context a bit. So, Bank Nifty has been going up continuously, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 higher closes, and that's typically a strange phenomenon because usually it's more secular like this. It goes up, then it comes down, makes a correction, then again goes up. So this is more like the move that I would like to be a part of as long. This is a great run from 37,000 to 44,000, but with no meaningful correction. So I'm always looking at where I can go short in this. So and positionally. So last week it made a negative candle pattern, as you know, and if you see the candle crossed the previous week's high and then closed below the open of the previous week's candle. This is as bearish as it gets, and this pattern, it has one of the highest uh, success ratios as well. So what I do is generally look for some retracement of this candle because it has been bullish throughout. It's not going to just turn around and fall down the next day. So typically, I expect to move around 30 to 50% of this range. So 50% would be something around 43, 5, 60, 40, 43, 600, let's assume. Yeah. And so this is where I was. And what I wanted to see was a break of this low followed by a retracement and a negative, potentially negative candle pattern. Okay. So let's see what happened. Now I move to daily chart. So this is where we ended the Friday, right? The next day was an inside candle. The very next day it broke the low, but it went up, right? And this is what typically happens when it breaks the weekly low. It just retraces to now. Today morning, before I go to the intraday chart, just want to mark the 50% mark. Okay, so today morning exactly, there's a gap and market made exactly the high, retracement high that I was expecting. And what more, I got a bearish engulfing at resistance. If you recollect what is written in my book, you have to look for candle patterns at resistance. And this is a beautiful resistance. Also the weekly 50% retracement. And so I went in really high volume chart here. I was very aware of this candle being a support area. But then after an initial pullback, I moved my stop loss down and to almost cost, right? And from then on, it was just one big fall down, right? So I covered half my portion here and half my portion, what I call as a lottery, somewhere here, right? So I was not expecting a single day fall of this magnitude. I was expecting a move somewhere till here and then the rest of it tomorrow or day after for expiry. But this was a quick and fast move. And this is what happens when the market goes to overbought territory and stays there for a long time. When it corrects really fast. And if you're not fast on your feet, then you could be found napping, right? So don't miss your chance. Always be present. Always be ready with your levels. So many people saw that market move 2 day high, and several of them told me that they went long. How would you go long? It's the first candle itself is at resistance, right? So if it crossed this resistance and then made a price action over here and then spent some time here and then it moved up, then yeah, of course, I would have also been bullish. But it's opened up, gapped up straight into resistance, then you get a very perfect example of a bearish engulfing. This is the bearish engulfing if there is one. And then followed by another bearish engulfing, followed by another one here, and followed by another one here. So it's throughout the day it has been only bearish, 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 and it's always negating a bullish pattern wherever it formed, right? So it's going to be a killer day for traders, right? So this is how I do my positional trading, um, and the target that I will look for now is, again, I will go to Fibonacci for targets, the daily chart. As you can see, one candle has taken down the low of how many candles over here, right? So that's a problem of not having good corrections. So if you'll not be able to even find a decent swing here to mark your Fibonacci, right? So you have to really go zoom in and see where potentially. So I can't see anything but this as a good reference point to draw my Fibonacci, right? So these are the levels that one can expect. So I expect at least up to this level, right? 41,560. There are a few support levels here. This is where it broke out, so it could test this area, right? And even possibly 50% retracement. So these two are my targets going to be for this position that I have entered today. I've covered 50%, and it's a risk-free trade now. So I'm pretty sitting pretty happy. Uh, so that's how I do my position trading, and I don't refer to weekly chart every day. I do it only at the weekend. And for me, for doing daily trading, you just need a daily chart. I look at daily chart and see the bigger overall picture, and then I look at 15 minutes to understand where are the resistance and support. So I had marked this as the resistance for today. Uh, so once I knew that it was going to gap up based on the SGX and the pre-open meant. So this is what it is. I don't know what news came in throughout the day. I don't watch TV, so I have no idea what news came in even now. But chart is there. That's enough for us, right? So if you know candlesticks, this is how efficiently one can share. One can trade. I'm sorry, uh, and successfully. So my risk was this much. That's it, right? I knew my loss when I was. Whenever you take a trade, always know your loss, right? It doesn't matter if you don't know your profit, but always know your loss and be prepared to lose it. Then you will know peaceful trading, and with candlesticks, that becomes an easy process. So that's it from me for this video. If you like it, do hit the like button and also subscribe so that you get notification at the right time when I publish the videos. So thank you so much for your support and encouragement. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Thank you. Bye.